Beat money.
Another Kaazon, the K Factor production.
Beat money.
Heary, call the court to order. My name is Kaazon, pronounced Kaazon, not Kaazon. And I'm in charge of the K Factor. Get the like button coming in. Always, any questions or concerns, please email me at kaazon@gmail.com. We're sitting at 74 degrees on a mostly cloudy night here in the Gulf Coast. Pensacola, Florida is where I reside. Yes, we did, MZ. Good evening. And yes, we made it tonight. Not I. We in it together, MZ. Had Mo to come in and say hello. I'm driving so I could talk. Copyright disclaimer under Section Act 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. This content is used for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All rights belong to their respective owners. And I'm Kaazon. Named by 3 of my grandparents. The 4th one was already deceased. Just doing a little house cleaning. Public announcement.
Beat money.
I say any of my family in New Jersey, if ICE roll up asking or talking about where you from and how long you been here, immediately you contact your cousin Kaazon and tell them to pull up a chair and call their wife and call the kids and tell them they won't be home tonight, tomorrow night, and the night after. I'll have you so far back in who we are and how long we've been here. I will not speak for everybody, but if you on my bloodline, I wish one would question you on how long. They'll be like, uh-oh. We made a boo-boo. I have an obituary that goes back to 1875. Anyway, that's not what this show is about tonight. But I am going to get over to some teaching and reaching and going to be willing to be taught. We all in it together. We're enjoying the sights and sounds of a sample with a little sprinkle of Moments in Love by one of my most favorite groups, Art of Noise. This has kept me out of a lot of trouble, a lot of hard times. It looked like we have the Supreme Justices in. I'm talking about the Supreme Justices. Give a shout out to MZ, Mo Girl, up in the house.
Beat Money.
$, KaazonSr, KaazonSr. I got my first one. They said don't mention them. I got my first one, and I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Because I have a job, the least, I say again, the least you need to worry about with me is up on here begging. I have a job. If you don't know me by now, you will. Say less if you don't know me by now. Welcome in. Welcome in. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Oh my goodness. Y'all already crunk. That Kimmy last night, I'll tell you the truth. That Kimmy.
Beat Money.
I'm glad you enjoyed listening to it at work today, Mo. You just don't know. I can't even think of the words. And there was our music in. Coming in, hit the like button, subscribe, share this with someone. Share it with someone. Now, as I was sitting here doing a little pre-work, I'm tripping. Let me look at this again. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. Oh. That scared me. All right, there's my setup for the evening. Yeah, so before I go there, let me back up a little bit. Where did we leave off at last night? Let me see, I left a note here. I have a note here from AL. It said, he didn't think, he or she, because I don't know whether it's a he or she, last night said, they don't know if Dre lied. We just didn't hear it on the phone. And we was on the subject of if or if not. Dre lied on this, though. Give it the weight you want to. You can feel what you want to feel for Dre. The question is, did he lie? He said he did without using those words. Nesto said, I didn't tell you that. And Dre said, I know you didn't. I rest my case. Supreme Court, y'all can do what y'all want to do on that one. All right, now, what we're talking about is,
and I made a statement
right here
on that phone call, and I said that You told me that you never loved Shirley anyway. So what's the problem? You never told me that.
I never said that to you.
Uh-huh.
I know, but
Uh-huh. Supreme Justices, I do beg. I am begging for just a minute. Pull your biases, emotions, and feelings out of it. On that subject of if Nesto told him,
you never told me that.
I know it. What we talking about, though, Dre?
And I said that you told me that you never loved Shirley
Uh-huh. That's what he said.
anyway. So
Uh-huh. Is y'all with me? We dive in it. Look, I got one more day to pull, but I'm willing to go to 8:30, 8:45, somewhere in between.
what's the problem? You never told me that.
I never said that to you.
I know you did, Nesto. Even though, Nesto, I did have some people in the chat say, yes, hon, you did. Dips of Phoenix? Nesto may have not said it out loud, but Dre didn't lie. Here we go. Here we go.
And I said that.
Now remember now, at the K Factor, you can speak freely. But now, this is a court forum where you have to bring a certain amount of facts. You hear the word facts in all their mouths. That and character witness, my character. All right. Let me start this from the beginning. I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna close this part out, and then I'm moving to the next thing. Here we go.
And I made a statement on that phone call, and I said that you told me that you never loved Shirley anyway. So what's the problem? You never told me that.
I never said that to you.
I know, but I said it on that call when I called myself getting on you when you was trying to get her. Yeah, there you go. When you were trying to get her to give you an ultimatum, I said it wrong. It came out wrong. But they don't.
I'm sorry. I already messed up. But I know what I'm going to say on that.
Took that.
What?
Yes. They don't took that. Well, Dre said he never loved, Dre admitted that he ain't never loved Shirley no way. So that confirmed that he was just using her for money. I hate I said that because you never told me that.
But I never heard you say that. I never
But
heard you.
it's on the call. It's out here. And every time that situation come up between you and your wife, well, Dre admitted, and I made a statement on that phone call, and I said that you told me that you never loved Shirley anyway. So what's the problem? You never told me that.
What you want me to do? This, I think y'all forgot. I think you forgot. Remember when I walked into this arena, I said, me personally, don't find no pleasure, no gain, no fun putting words in anybody's mouth. Not by force or manipulation. I assume we all have ears here. And you can keep your feelings for Dre. If Dre is your number one top dog out of the whole camp, I can live with that. I'm not going to feel no less, more. I'm going to be dead in the middle because that's your self-owned right. But now what we can't do is
on that phone call.
Yeah.
And I said that you told me that you never loved Shirley anyway. So
right. That's what he said. Nesto said.
What's the problem? You never told me that.
Drace just said, come on, fam. Him just said. Nesto didn't say that. Then
I never said that to you.
Nesto said, I never said that to you. Then Dre said,
I know, but
I'm about ready. Ought to put the goodbye music on. What else you want me to do? What you want Dre to do? What you want Nesto to do on this particular? Huh?
But I said it on that call when I called myself getting on you.
Now, if you want to argue that Dre is taking responsibility by saying he put those words out there, he said that Nesto said that, he the one that pushed that, and Nesto says, I never told you that, and Dre says, I know. Now, fam, listen here. In the court, in front of them Supreme Justices up there, how you not going to charge Dre as lying? I mean, let me choose my words advisedly and wisely. We can't do that thing. You know, one of ours gets slain down out here, right there on camera, no weapon, you know. Somebody come back and say, well, I understand the cop. He feared for his life. Just the pure existence of the person. Well, I bring that in here. You just heard what Dre said. You heard him.
That you told me that you never loved Shirley anyway. So what's the problem? You never told me that.
If Dre is saying that Nesto never told him that, respectfully, but honestly asking, who in the heck is y'all? I got to keep it a buck plus. Now, let me do what I normally do. Let me see, can I run through my chat here? I'm going to just deal with the ones, well, I'm going to see where I go. Let me, Dee Phoenix. Phoenix. Nesto may have not said it out loud, but Dre didn't lie. Hold on one second. I told y'all I ain't nothing to be fooling with. I'm old school. I take notes. Uh-huh. A. Stick around now, Dee. Stick around. But those Supreme Justices now, in order to sit in that chair, they got to deal with the facts that they have.
Love Shirley anyway. So what's the problem? You never told me that.
If Nesto never told him that, why y'all saying that Nesto told him that?
I never said that to you.
And Nesto selling him, I never said that to you. And Dre ends it with,
I know, but
I don't know what else you want me to do.
I said it on that call when I called myself getting on you when you.
Hold on before you get on to him. Miss JG said, I thought that this was settled. Dre was trying to cover for Nesto. I don't give a hoop if he was trying to put 14 blankets over that boy. On this particular evidence, which I have to bring the evidence. I just can't come up here and say, Dre lied on him. And then we have a back and forth with our memory of what we thought we heard on the phone call. Dre said, and Nesto confirmed that he never did. He never told him that.
You was trying to get her. Yeah, there you go. When you were trying to get her to give
And
you
what? And if you read between the lines, what Dre is actually saying is, "Yo, homie, I was mad at you. The way everything was coming out, even if he throws Shirley in there, the way you were doing sis-in-law, me, Shirley, my girl, my partner's wife, whatever. However, it didn't change the fact that he's explaining to him that he was upset with him. If you don't know me by now, said they were in unity because Dre did a man violation on exposing truth. Remember, Dre started out saying, remember that question I always asked you? That was the, do you love her? Okay. If you don't know me by now, see how I have to be honest? I have to be honest. I know what you're talking about. I heard that very same conversation. But respectfully, if you don't know me by now, respectfully now, that ain't holding water on this. Because Dre is saying out his mouth that Nesto never told him that. Which thus therefore means he lied on his partner. That all. And he's given him what we call an explanation. And his explanation is he was mad at him.
I said it wrong. It came out wrong. But they don't took that.
What?
Yes. They don't took that. Well, Dre said he never loved, Dre admitted that he ain't never loved Shirley no way. So that confirmed that he was just using her for money. I hate I said that because you never told me that.
But I never heard you say that. I never
But
heard you.
it's on the call. It's out here. And every time that situation come up between you and your wife, well, Dre admitted, and I made a statement.
So let me put this home. Let me put, since we in court, and speaking of court, now, I'm ready to move along. But before I do, let me be fair. Yes, if you don't know me by now, I think I left off by saying I know exactly what you were talking about. I agree with you, but here on this particular moment, he lied on him. I don't understand what's so hard for y'all to swallow that one. He lied on him. He got it. While Dre was talking about Nesto getting in his feelings, Dre got in his feelings. And y'all put the limelight on the boy. Had him feeling real groovy. He was Dre, the Nesto Slayer. Dre, King Dre, the man Dre. He was all of that. But it didn't change the fact he lied on his partner. Why? He told you why. But nevertheless, we'll keep it moving. Now, since that's kind of where I had left off at, Let's go here.
Okay. All right, I appreciate you. So what else you got going on? Play your
What,
day
what
off?
you say? What you say? You trying to do? You trying to help somebody move?
No. Okay, so you remember my friend I told you about? She called you one time about 6 months ago for me. She's moving back.
Let me look at something. I want to look at a quick note real quick. Hold on. I got it right here. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, finish that part. Where's my other note? Somebody was covering this. We were discussing. We wasn't arguing. Actually, I was learning, trying to pinpoint it exactly, because I accused Dre of trying to downplay it once the calls came out that Sonia was brand new to him for the sake of Shirley. For the sake of Shirley, I think he didn't want Shirley to know how long he, being Dre, knew about Sonia in the first place.
To Atlanta from Miami. So that's her sister, but she...
What you
Anyway.
say? You trying to do? You trying to help somebody move?
No. Okay, so you remember my friend I told you about? She called you one time about 6 months ago for me. She's moving back to Atlanta from Miami. So that's her sister, but she can't get nobody to drive with her, but she gonna drive herself. She one of them independent kind of person. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself. So she gonna
Okay.
drive. She gonna drive her U-Haul back to Atlanta. So
Okay.
she moving over there. So I told her, I said, you gotta have somebody to call. So I said, well, I'm gonna call my best friend and get him to if something happen while I'm on the phone, I'm gonna talk to her while she's on the phone driving, damn near half of the whole day. So if something happened and she can't contact someone, at least I can call you to call her sister, because her sister still down there in Miami. That, do you remember the girl that? Okay. All right, I appreciate you. So what else you got going
I'm gonna let this run just one more quick second, and I'm moving off of this.
on? Play your
I'm using this for time, place, and matter.
day off.
What you say? What you say? You trying to do? You trying to help somebody move?
No. Okay, so you remember my friend I told you about? She called you one time about 6 months ago.
So if it was about 6 months ago, and not even getting into some deep math, and if this is a month, April 23rd, real close to one of my children's birthday, real close, that would have to push that 6 months back to around November of 2022. Do y'all agree, court justices? Do y'all agree with that? While y'all thinking, if y'all agree with me, let me catch my chat up. You can replay the clips over and over and over and over and over as long as you want to, Kaazon. It's still not going to change the fact that Nesto is a liar. So said MZ. MZ, did I do that some justice? I know you just wrote, you can replay the clip over and over. Nesto is a liar. But when I added my part onto it on your behalf, did I knock it out the box? I can play that junk till the cows come home at the end of the day. But remember, on that one, Supreme Justice, come on now. Sit up. Take a deep breath. Don't fight, brother, yet. Don't fight me. I'm not in any form, fashion, or matter under the sun at this particular time talking about Nesto. I showed and proved that his homeboy, partner, friend, buddy got in his feelings, got upset, and lied on him and put it out there. You got to remember, you got to look at the whole thing that's going on. Dre told y'all this. Dre lied to you. Nesto ain't never told him that. Nesto never told him that. And he agreed. That within itself, you have to favor on my end. Now, Dre gave him the reason why. He went back and forth on that, and somebody else that had became a friend of Dre since this all got started, somebody who Nesto don't know, that Dre just kind of had like met, coming acquainted with, you know what I mean? Settling in. And the sister said, you need to make that right. So no, MZ, I didn't say Nesto is a liar. I said Dre lied on him. MZ said, if you don't know me by now, bingo. Didi said Nesto's actions showed he never loved Shirley. Nesto doesn't even like Shirley. Dre said the quiet part out loud. Dre said the quiet part out. Oh, I got it. I got what you're saying. Dre said the quiet part out loud. We in a court of law. We in the. I'm not. Check it out. Yes, this is my show. This is my thing. I'm not the judge here, though. Them Supreme Justices is. MZ said, you only have one example of what you call Dre lying. I see again, MZ, you fighting me. Hold on, MZ, you fighting, brother. Don't fight me. I'm not fighting you. You only have one example. I'm not proclaiming. All right, let me put it to you this way, MC. As much emphasis and the point that you're trying to make that no matter what, Nesto is a liar. That's the opposite of what I'm trying to do with Drake. I said he lied. I don't have him marked down for a liar. I really don't. I don't. But remember, what made me even submit him in and get him on the stand was trying to determine if he stayed down with his partner, that's his brother, and he's his brother's keeper, and he don't need nobody to tell him that because he keeping his brother, or did he keep his brother and then when he found himself in the YouTube streets, he kind of shifted. I wouldn't even say he turned his full back. But that joker came out the mouth a couple of times. You're going to find out a woman. That joker came out the doggone mouth, I swear, for goodness, he'd have got the dial tone. Give a shit. What nobody talking about? Brrr. I'm finna show you in 1 minute. I'm finna show you. Let me calm down. Let's get some of the 5 million lies Nesto told. Well, that's easy work. I'm not defending that. Nesto is not a liar. This was Dre. What did that thing say? Dre's final testimony. This is the last day Dre on the stand. Dre may come up again, but as far as the concentration being directly on Dre, that ends the night. And MZ, I want you to be strong now in what you heard. And Nesto response back to him. And Dre saying, I know. Are you ready to agree that Dre, even if you want to say it was a itty bitty little itty bitty tiny lie, it don't change the fact lie is not spelled B-I-G or S-M-A-L-L. Either he lied on him or he didn't. At least it's just cut that clear to me. Mo Girl said Dre did say that, but why the heck would Dre say that knowing he was lying? That could be a fair question. And Mo, you know I ain't flip talking you. Maybe someday we'll have the opportunity to ask Dre. But as it stands today, under the Supreme Justices of MZ, Mo, Succeeded 222, Brown's Chronicle is more of an investigator. If you don't know me by now, Kimmy, Busy, I'm missing somebody. Ms. Clark, he lied on him. Dre was the cleanup crew on this line, or on this one. MZ, Mo, you got someone that seconds the motion at MZ. You know, y'all telling a lot about yourself now, right? You do know that, right? You heard what he said. You heard what he said. It don't, like I said, it don't change nothing. But it was a good point to bring up. All right, more girls talking to Dee Dee. Let me just see. I just want to kind of deal with the ones that's dealing directly. Oh, there goes Daughter of a Legend. Hello, Daughter of a Legend. Matter of fact, you're up now. So Dre lied when he said it on the original phone call. Question mark. No, I don't believe that at all. Okay, Daughter, it seems like I can maybe reason with you a little bit. So let me ask you this. Would you agree that in what I demonstrated, Dre lied on it? That's it. And if y'all have any evidence to the contrary, give me the time, the month, the phone call, time stamp it, and the K Factor, go check it out. I'm just an attorney in this. Y'all the justices. My job is to put forth, y'all will bring forth a ruling. Daughter of a Legend, did Dre lie on him? MZ said she called Dre 6 months ago to tell him about the warrant. Dre didn't know she was his side chick. He thought she was just another Nesto's woman he used in business. MZ, I wish me and you could do an ex parte where me and you could step in the back. What's the name of the girl that sits in, or whoever it is that sits in front of the courtroom with all that typing? I would just radio in there and ask my wife, but she's tired this evening. She's resting. What's the name of that? Golly, it's on the tip of my tongue. And no, it's not a typist. Give me her. Pick one, which you're probably going to roll with Mo on this one. And I'm going to be by myself. And we can step in the back on that one. She called Dre 6 months ago to tell him about the warrant. Dre didn't know she was his side chick. Really? Really? Nesto is allowing a female and Nesto, female, Nesto, Nesto, female, and there's not nothing nefarious going on. Come on now, MZ, come on. If you want to win, though, MZ, if you want to win, guess what? You won a long time ago, but it don't change the fact. Dre said what he said. Nesto said, I didn't say that to you. If Dre would have shut up and would have changed the subject, I think y'all would maybe have a good argument. But Dre didn't. Dre said, I know you didn't. Daughter of a Legend said, Dre lied, but the lie was that Nesto never said that to him. Wait a minute. Dre lied, comma, but the lie was that Nesto never said that to him. Give me a minute now, daughter of a legend. It was a long day. Let me mentally process that. Dre did lie. Dre lied. All right, I'm gonna hold that in my left hand. That's on the left-hand side of the comma. Now I'm gonna move to the right-hand side of the comma. But the lie was that Nesto never said that to him. I'm going to process that for a minute. I think I know what you're trying to say. Dre lied, but the lie was that Nesto never said that to him. Let me see. If Dre did lie, I guess what I want to know, all right, answer this for me. On the part where when Dre said, when Nesto said, I never told you that. And Dre said, I know. If you can pick it up from right there and let me know what your thought is, I think I can iron out the rest. All right. I'm ready to get on here. Let me move a little faster. Daughter of a Legend, you called that. Didi said, I meant to say lie. I know. Yeah. I backed you up on that, Didi. It took me 1 second. You good to go. You good to go on that. No, I'm not one of them. I have a typo in a heart second. You understand? We're not here for that. This is not English Comp 1 or 2. It's not. We ain't here for that. You'll never hear me calling nobody out for nothing like that. Matter of fact, if anything, I'm gonna try to work. I'm gonna try to read it a few times and see, can I feel you? MZ said, you say the justices have a voice, but we can't tell. How you figure you can't? How you figure you can't? I done put forth evidence in front of your face. You know that happens to our peoples from time to time. We can be blatant, put the evidence right there. And the system will still say, I don't see it. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. Instead of like Sonya say, don't say nothing. I can't see nothing. You already won. Hey, Vic. All right, everybody speaking to Vic. No. They're not a court reporter. Not the. Oh, wait a minute. I think I see it. Thank you, Mo. Oh, shit. Boy, you think I'm finna try to pronounce that? A stenographer? Stenographer? Well, girl said, so Dre said he lied. And I don't have the proof that he didn't. Okay. My woman, okay. Now, Mo. Now okay. My woman intuition and gut is telling me otherwise. But I know that won't hold up in the court of law. Mo, 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 Mo. Mo, I appreciate that. And look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it like this. You didn't even say, "Oh, I agree with the K factor." I didn't. That right there need to be framed. So Dre said he lied, and I don't have proof that he didn't. But, and this is the part, this is the human part in you. And it's the part that I respect of the woman. What you mean you respect of the woman? Years I used to go out. There was one particular time my wife grabbed me by the arm and said, "No, Kaz, I don't want you to go out tonight. Not tonight." Wasn't no arguing. Wasn't no, "Oh, I'm going to show her I'm the man." And there was a murder that night. Sorry, YouTube, but that is the truth. At the very spot, almost close to the very spot I normally would have been parked in. So I feel you on that. And your gut is telling you otherwise. And that I'm not going to hold against you. And a matter of fact, hey Mo, somebody wrote it up there earlier. They gave a real history of something Dre really did say on the phone. If we was off the record, Mo, and wasn't nobody looking, I'll almost kind of rock with you on that. But because this is the K Factor court of law, and we have, the only thing I have as evidence is what these people say out their mouth. I don't give a darn if they hot, cold. It was a good day. It was a bad day. It was a rainy day. It was a cold day. It's hot as hell in here. I don't care. But I will use what they said to make my case on my position. And my position is Dre was caught in between being a partner. I don't like the way I say the word in between when I say it fast. In between. In between his partner and what y'all did to him. Yes, y'all did. Y'all souped that boy head up. Oh, y'all blew that boy head up. He was like a Dre bobblehead. Huh? Yes, sir. Ladies' man. King Dre. Ooh, ain't no telling how many people, ain't no telling how many of them females was back off in the back channel. That darn Dre. And as somebody said last night, maybe it was you, MZ, maybe not. Why am I messing with Dre about his 15 minutes of fame? I'm glad they worded it that way. All right, let me finish up my chat, and it's time to get back to work here. No, thank you. No, Mo. Thank you. MZ said K Factor. Didn't you see me put woman in business? Wait a minute. Hold on. K Factor. Didn't you see me put woman in business name? One business Nesto didn't have a woman name. Yeah, I figured. Hey, I know what you're talking about now. I had to make sure you was with me, MZ. I did tug at you a little bit there. I did. I tugged at you. You with me though. You right on point. Dre thought Sonya was one of those women. I know. K factor we can see, we give you that. No, you gave me 1% last month. Now I got to be up to at least 4%. I got Shay helping me. Now, you didn't put the funny thing over the E. So stenographer. No, stenographer. Stenographer. That don't sound right. I ain't gonna lie. You know who ain't gonna mind helping me? The person that's been helping me for 25 years. My wife. Yes, sir. Kaazon, thank you. And my next I'm not. I do. I appreciate it. I do. I do. Some people be pride strucken, like, and then had a nerdy when they get embarrassed, then they want to turn on y'all chat, want to start calling you out your name and shit, and all that carrying on. Anyway, let me get back to work for what y'all came here for. Let me sit up.
She's
Get back to
moving
work.
back to Atlanta from Miami.
Uh-huh.
Her sister, but she can't get nobody to drive with her.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
She gonna drive herself. She one of them independent kind of person.
She one of them independent type of person.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do it myself.
Thank you, Dee Dee. No, seriously, thank you. Thank all of y'all.
So
You could have been doing something else, and instead y'all hanging out with me.
Okay.
She gonna drive her U-Haul back to Atlanta. So she moving over there. So I told
Dre, slow down on your okay. God damn, let him get it out his mouth first.
I said, you got to have somebody to call. So I said, well.
Oh, that's real talk. That's real deal. Real deal. That's real deal. That's Miss K Factor. That's all. I don't even know what else to tell you.
I'm going to call my best friend and get him to, if something happened while I'm on the phone, I'm going to talk to her while she's on the phone driving. Damn near half of the whole day. So if something happened and she can't contact me, at least I can call you to call her sister. Because her sister.
Shay, you a classroom teacher, aren't you? Look at how you worded that. It's the same cadence. Huh? In other words, y'all, cadence is another word for rhythm. Am I right? As photographer. Okay. Shay, I ain't gonna go back up there and mess with it right now. But Shay, here's the deal I'm gonna make with you. When you come back to check the K factor out, I'm gonna make a note of that, and I'm gonna let it gonna just roll. You just wait. Just wait. I ought to go in there. No, I better not wake my wife up with that nonsense tonight. Well, with that. But yeah, I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have that down pat. Dee Dee Wright, you took that out my mouth. Congratulations. Kaazon extremely. I appreciate it.
Still down there in Miami. Do you remember the girl that? Okay.
Anyway, Nesto, hold on one
it.
second. I'm ready to move on.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm back together now.
Trying to help somebody move.
No, he ain't trying to help no. How the hell he gonna help somebody move? Stop it, Dre. Stop it. You know what? Dre funny like that. I'm finna show y'all. And then, I'm gonna say that one for last. Ooh, y'all might get a little bit. I better enjoy them congratulations right now. Because in a minute, y'all might be on me. Let's go here.
Yeah, if you say, oh, my feet hurt, they motherfuckers say, I'm going to massage part. Now, you fuck that. I'm going to massage your feet. I'm going to do all that for you. You ain't got to do nothing. There's them type of people right here. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And they stack the money. They stack their money. They're not going around buying $5,000 purses and all that. It's not that.
Attention. I want you to listen to this dialogue here. It's going to be real relevant in just a few shakes.
Yeah,
and then I'm going to ask y'all a question.
Say, oh, my
ladies.
Feet hurt, they motherfuckers.
Stop it. Stop
I'm
that.
on the massage part. Now, you fuck that. I'm gonna massage your feet. I'm gonna do all that for you. You ain't gotta do nothing. There's them type of people right here. Yeah.
Okay.
And they stack the money. They stack their money. They're not going around buying $5,000 purses and all that. It's not that type. No, but they like cars though. They car fanatics. They like them cars. Yeah. But that's all. That's it. It's always good to have somebody good on your side. You know, it ain't greedy and shit, like you say. What they want. They get money. Yeah. But that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I ain't think I was gonna meet nothing like Vito. But Vito went off and got married to some what do you call that shit? Spencer dude over there on Old National over there. She done lost about she weighing about 30 pounds right now. And they gonna stress
She
her out
lost what?
about that.
She's married what kind of dude?
Yeah, that last part is irrelevant. I don't want to do my commentary yet. Hold on 1 second. Hold him right there, Sonia. Hold him right there for me. I want to come back here. I want to say that for that. Right here. Right here.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, they like your boy DJ.
I mean, man, ain't nobody studying all that. Are they getting any money? Do they got that check?
Well, let's hear this. Yes, sir. This.
Yeah, okay. Are they trying to help anybody, or are they trying to help themselves?
No, this ain't that. They like me. They ain't greed like that. That's not that. These not that type of people. Yeah, these people have your ass on the ground and you need your diaper changed. These are the ones that would do it for you. There's no questions asked. Yeah.
Okay.
You need your dick wiped down because you can't pee. They'll hold it for you at the toilet stool. Them pretty ones like that. Now, them other pretty ones that want somebody to do something for them or buy a fucking lace wig or lace front wig. No, sir. This ain't.
What you mean with them?
Huh? What?
What you need with them?
What I need with them, what I meet with them.
What you need with them, yes.
What I need with them, I don't really need nothing. This is good people. I mean, yeah.
All right. Now, I want to take that last one, combine it in with this one. Are y'all sure y'all putting the right energy on the right brother here? Now, because I got one. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, they like your boy DJ.
I mean, man, ain't nobody studying all that. Are they getting any money?
Right there. Right there. Now, bam. I thought Nesto is the paper chaser in the women. How come I got Dre? He not asking, are they educated? Can they help a brother pronounce his words correctly so he don't be looking crazy out here? Will they look after you? Nesto talking almost, don't hold me to this, almost as if he was holding rehearsals for a future wife. One particular, not how cute, not how fine, not how much money she got, but the fact that if you found yourself in a tight the way you couldn't take care of yourself, that female will be able to take care of you. Now that's Nesto's conversation. Dre, on the other hand, now.
About studying all that. Are they getting any money?
Because if Nesto would have said that, y'all would have gave him that work, wouldn't you? Tell the truth. Tell the truth, shut it up. You'd have gave Nesto that work. But Nesto didn't say that. Who's the one? You sure? Hey, listen, you sure they not really running partners? You sure? I'm just asking. I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying. What did Drake, I'm talking about, Drake wanted to know something that should have been normally, from what I understand now, from the take that everybody else have on Nesto,
Are they getting any money?
that's supposed to have been Nesto saying that.
Do they got that check?
Well, boy, you can't do no with this damn Dre. Bam. I'm sorry. This is a professional setting. Your honors, judges, can y'all help me iron this one out? Had Nesto would have said that, y'all have been on that. See? But when Dre do it, first let me say hello there. We got 8874. I heard a rumor of that. I even think I thought I heard something in reference to that. But it must have been one of those days where I was listening and really couldn't just get to my device and rewind and play it. Okay. But I know Nesto gave a pretty thorough description of the sister. I do know that. Dre might be tired of funding the lady. But no. Because see, my position is Dre may not be all that y'all think he is. Although somebody did say 15 minutes. Now, if you gave him 15 minutes, you're gonna have to just write 15 minutes and then you're excused for the day. I ain't really, if you okay, if he was just another Nesto friend, except for 15 minutes, he was in the limelight where y'all was feeling him. Y'all was rocking with him. And then, now, I did hear this from some other bloggers. He came back and took his partner side and told y'all that if his partner Nesto was to physically see y'all, you wouldn't be as tight. And then y'all threw him back out to the dinner wolves. But before, I'm looking at him right here.
They like your boy DJ.
Man, this ain't nobody saying all that. Are they getting any money? Do they got that?
He after that. Who's where that message went? Mo Girl said Dre might be tired of funding the ladies. I'm gonna see what the next thing you'll say. Hold on. Mizzy said K Factor, Dre is single. Okay. Oh, I almost don't even need to read the rest, MZ, but you know I am. But you know I don't even have to. He can say what he wants. Plus, Dre is a laborer, not getting money off women back while married. Okay, let's break that down. You know I have no defense up against off of women's back while he's married. You know I don't have no defense for that. You know I don't have no defense for that. But now, are you telling me, I want to make sure I understand now your position on this. Hold on, let me get it set up.
Man.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Now, I want to make sure I understand. Are you saying because he's single? Okay, kill that, scratch that. Here's what I want to know. If Nesto was single, everything they done charged and bestowed upon that boy, everything stays the same. But had Nesto been single, Would that surpass? Would that have been fine? Cause Dre don't look like he looking for no love, no future wife. He want to know.
Ain't nobody studying all that. Are they getting any money?
He want to know if they getting some money. And what else?
Do they got that check?
Do they got those checks? And then now that's what Dre said. And then when I read, he can say what he wants. That's true. Plus, Dre is a laborer. I don't know what one thing has to do with the other on that. Not getting money off of women's backs while married. That I can't defend myself on. Didi says, maybe Dre asked about the money to see if they were employed and self-sufficient. Nestor already told him that. Nestor, at that last call I played, I didn't really, the last clip, I didn't really say that much on it because it was a part of this. Hi, Seceding. How are you? It hot up in here.
Well, let's hear this. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Are they trying to help anybody, or are they trying to help themselves?
No, this ain't that. They like me. They ain't greed like that. These not that type of people. Yeah, these people have your ass on the ground and you need your diaper changed. These are the ones that would do it for you.
See, that's so not talking about no money right there. It sounds like he's looking for somebody to audition to be a future wife. To anybody.
There's no questions asked. Yeah.
Okay.
You need your dick wiped down because you can't pee. They'll hold it for you at the toilet stool.
Well, there got to be some love right there. You hear Nesto preaching.
The pretty ones like that. Now, the other pretty one, they want somebody to do something for them, or buy a fucking lace wig, or lace front wig. No, sir. This ain't.
What you mean with them?
Huh? What?
What you mean with them?
What I need with them, what I meet with them.
What you need with them, yes.
What I need with them, I don't really need nothing. This is good people. I mean, yeah.
Huh?
I'm just telling you, they like your boy, DJ.
Man, ain't nobody studying all that. Are they getting any money?
That's the first thing Dre want to know. They getting any money?
Do they got that check?
And do they have that check?
Well, let's hear this. Yes.
And then, out of all people, Nesto's schooling Dre right now. He basically telling Dre, no, it ain't about all of that, Dre. It ain't about if they getting money and whatnot. Plus, I already told you, these are go-getters. They independent women. They do their own thing. And they not running around here trying to buy Prada, Gucci. They not running around here just spending money on a purse, which Nesto probably think is just outright ridiculous. I don't know. What's your take? Like Doll said, hey there. Seceding says she's with Supreme. MZ. Tell Seceding I'll put y'all right there together as the Supreme Justices. I didn't add nothing. I didn't take nothing away. MZ said, no, it's still off women's back, K Factor. MZ, I hope you not. So you're saying if Nesto was single, you're responding to that part? You're saying no, it wouldn't be okay because he's still getting it off of women's back? Well, what about what Dre just said then? I don't understand how you're holding Nesto to one foot of the fire and not Dre. And he the one that's talking money. You listen.
They like your boy, DJ.
Man, ain't nobody studying all that. Are they getting any money? Do they got that check?
Well, let's hear this. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Are they trying to help anybody, or are they trying to help themselves?
No, this ain't that. They like me. They ain't greed like that. These not that type of people. Yeah, these people have your ass on the ground.
Okay, now wait a minute, MZ. You might have said they just going back and forth with men talk. Okay. Dre also said the woman he was dating then came to see him and he went to see her. Yup, he sure did. Talking about when he caught that flight for his birthday. I think that's what you're talking about. I think so. I don't want no more of it. No, let me be right. Let me just let it play that out.
And you need your diaper change. These are the ones that would do it for you. There's no questions asked. Yeah.
Okay.
You need your dick wiped down.
Mo Girl said Dre is far from an idiot with a trucking company. He asked about what they have, so they are not expecting him. Well, he didn't say that all, but I can assume with you that could be the case. But because I'm in court now, I can't just all out. I withdraw my objection.
Because you can't pee, they'll hold it for you at the college student.
Y'all about that life? That's what that I know if Nestor was listening, he'll ask me to ask y'all.
The pretty ones like that. Now, the other pretty one, they want somebody to do something for them, or buy a fucking lace wig, a lace front wig. No, sir. This ain't.
What you mean with them?
Huh? What?
What you mean with them?
What I need with them, what I meet with them.
What you need with them? Yes.
What I need with them? I don't really need that.
Oh yeah.
This is good people. I mean.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. In fact, Ernesto is schooling Dre about women and life. Dre don't give a F. Proceeding 222 says, are you talking just this one call with Dre? Now, Seceding, why you always ask me that? How can I play 4 and 5 calls at one time? You know, you're a supreme justice over here, Seceding. You know how this go. However, you did say, remember, we've heard many calls Dre dates, which he does. Jump on a plane when he had a nice time. I think he went up there to Baltimore, I think it was. Goes to concerts and likes women that has their own. And that's okay, right? I mean, I don't see anything wrong that you said in there. All right, the rest of that is y'all speaking. Let me get back over here.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, they like.
No, we're gonna leave that right there. Hold on. No. We don't want to. But let me keep moving. Because the next thing I know, man, it's gonna be 8:30 before I know it. Because the one that's gonna be a little controversial is gonna be no. Let me go here.
Yeah, this ain't that. Yeah, if you say, oh, my feet hurt, they motherfuckers say, I'm going to massage part. Now, you fuck that. I'm going to massage your feet. I'm going to do all that for you. You ain't got to do nothing.
Okay, I don't really want that. That's just more him. As MZ said, that's just the fellas talk. But here, this right here, this the one that would have got that joker.
What you getting those? Get some poke and beans and some sausage.
I'm getting some stuff that I need. I drink these smoothies and stuff. I'm buying me some green vegetables and peaches and avocados and blueberries and stuff. Because I make these smoothies to take with me when I'm on the road. Keep from drinking all the milkshake all the time. It helps stimulates the blood flow and everything.
Okay.
So you ain't got to be taking all them pills and stuff to make your dick get on hard and all that stuff like that. I think just do the natural stuff. You know what I mean? Nesto?
Okay.
I'd have hung that phone up on him. I know I violated. I'm supposed to let it play. Let me go ahead.
Okay.
So I just get some bananas, some strawberries, avocados, autumn blueberries, all that stuff you used to try, that old herbal stuff you tell me to go and get that wasn't working, all that old juice and all that old juice you had, that old green juice you had me buying, talking about they do this and they do that.
It didn't do nothing for you?
Hell no. It was good, though.
Oh.
You always got you.
Oh, you talking about the green water? The green water. Man, what you getting those? Get some pork and beans and some sausage.
I'm getting some stuff that I need. I drink smoothies. I drink these smoothies and stuff. I'm buying me some green vegetables and peaches and avocados and blueberries and stuff. Because I make these smoothies to take with me when I'm on the road. Keep from drinking all the milkshakes all the time. It helps. It helps stimulate the blood flow and everything.
Okay.
So you ain't got to be taking all them pills and stuff to make your dick get on hard and all that stuff like that. Take you to just do the natural stuff. You know what I mean? Nesto?
Okay.
Bird. I done hung that goddamn phone up on him. But you done got a little bit too much information. And you trying to throw a shot because of my mystery bag. And you my partner. And you know those calls are being recorded. Limelight Dre. Threw that up in there. Knew y'all were going to eat it up. That's though. In my final analysis, and after further examination, Dre might not be, and he might feel some type of way towards you. Because he reached out there and snatched your heart out you just then, son.
Milkshake all the time. It helps. It helps stimulate the blood flow and everything.
Okay.
So you ain't got to be taking all them pills and stuff to make your dick get on hard and all that stuff like that. Take you to just do the natural stuff. You know what I mean? Nesto?
Like, what you calling my name? Man, dial tone. Oh, where my homegirl at? Homegirl said you should have hung that phone up. Boy, listen, I don't hardly ever agree with Sonya. That's about 4 or 5 things that man done said to you. Had he would have said that crap to me, it wouldn't have been no 3, 4, and 5. Maybe 1, just for me to kind of, hit the reset button. But then again, dial tone. Mo girl said, not Dre calling Nesto out for the lip, eggplants, and liquid V. Mo girl just cracked up laughing. Lucida said, Ernesto mad because he can't eat fruit and vegetables. Now that might be true. That might be true right there, Lucida. That might be true. Oh my goodness, you've been moving and grooving. Almost made me exhausted. Hope you can relax. Oh, that you are with us. Okay. Nesto doesn't know that Dre means. Yeah, he do. Okay, that's you talking to Mo girl. MC Dre, Jeff, and he did. Thank goodness I had already made salmon. That sounds good. Nesto is lazy. He just carries toys around. Secedon said, not the number rack attic pick. I'm glad. No, I miss Kimmy Who. That got doggone Kimmy Who last night. I'll tell you the truth. Peter said, got me. Cleaned up over here. Dre know all about Nesto's kid. They running partners. He been trying some of that green stuff. That we just said. Hold on. Let's see.
Get some pork and beans and some sausage.
I'm getting some stuff that I need. I drink smoothies. I drink these smoothies and stuff. I'm buying me some green vegetables and peaches and avocados and blueberries and stuff. Cause I make these smoothies to take with me when I'm on the road. Keep from drinking all the milkshakes all the time. It helps stimulates the blood flow and everything.
Okay.
So you ain't got to be taking all them pills and stuff to make the dick get on hard and all that stuff like that. Could be just do the natural stuff. You know what I mean? Nesto?
Okay.
Why you even, Dre? You low down, boy. You low down, and then called his name. Called his name now.
Okay.
So I just get some bananas.
Nesto just biting his god doggone tongue. He done had to bite his tongue a few times. He manned up on him last night though when he told, "Hey, that's enough." I said that's enough. I said that's enough now. That god dang on gangster Nesto.
Some strawberries, avocados, all them blueberries, all that stuff you just try, that old herbal stuff you tell me to go and get.
That's why they call him Nasty Nesto. Remember Dre was listening to the calls? Yeah. K Factor, Nesto can't hang the phone up. He need commissary. Yeah. Dre didn't like him saying pork and beans and sausage. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. Hold on. You might be right.
I'm getting some stuff that I need. I drink smoothies. I drink these smoothies and stuff. I'm buying me some green vegetables and.
Hold on.
Get some pork and beans and some.
Hold on.
What you getting those? Get some pork and beans and some sausage.
I'm getting some stuff that I need. I drink smoothies. I drink these smoothies and stuff. I'm buying me some green vegetables and peaches and avocados and blueberries and stuff. Cause I make these smoothies to take with me when I'm on the road. Keep from drinking all the milkshakes all the time.
Now, the only way, call me too well in the science, but the only way saying the pork and beans and sausage is if he knew Dre is not a big pork eater or is studying or activating under the understanding of Islam.
It helps stimulates the blood flow and everything.
Okay.
So you ain't got to be taking all them pills and stuff to make the dick get on hard and all that stuff like that.
Dre learned more from the calls than he cared to know. Nesto knows he will need zooms and wham. And that's why he won't hang that phone up in his face. Shit, I'd have took my chance.
I think just do the natural stuff. You know what I mean? Nesto?
Okay.
You know what I mean, Nesto? You know what I mean, K Factor? You know what I mean, Kaazon? Man. If it wouldn't have been such a long day, I probably would have been leaped out this damn chair. I couldn't believe my ears. But that's his partner. That's his homeboy. Well, if Nesto did call himself Shade and Dre, he lost. It's like he swung, but he missed. Huh? But missed. If that is the case, Dre politely said, "I'm eating all the shit you can't handle." And that's low down.
So I just get some bananas, some strawberries, avocados, all them blueberries, all that stuff you just try, that old herbal stuff you tell me to go and get that wasn't working, all that old juice and all that old juice.
So he was trying it though. Nesto was telling him, "Hey man, get on this right here." Dre must have tried a couple and failed. He must have failed at some of the attempts. Stick with the avocados and blueberries, Dre.
Juice you had, that old green juice you had me buying, talking about they do this and they do that.
It didn't do nothing for you?
Hell no. It was good though.
Oh.
You always got you.
Oh, you talking about the green water?
There it is.
Green water. What you getting those? Get some poke and beans and some sausage.
I'm getting some stuff that I need. A drink smoothie.
Yeah. That boy would have got that phone hung up in his face. Now, let me just kind of take a second here before I start my closing argument.
Well, you called her and told her you came and got me out the woods.
Oh, here we go.
You ain't messing with nobody no more but her. Thank God for her. She said I'm an idiot, but
Yeah, we went over that last night. No, we ain't doing that again tonight. No, sirree, Bob. That Dre Phillips was hurt.
I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know that, sir. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Listen, man.
Stop. Listen. I'm sorry. Well, all these doggone calls. You know they running a Dre marathon this week. You know that Dre Ernesto.
I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know that, sir. I'm sorry.
Let me do something real quick. All right. Now let's go.
I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know that, sir. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Listen, man.
Stop. Listen. Stop apologizing.
Oh, what's going on, Brown Family Chronicle? What is it that you don't believe, Kaazon? All right. Okay. That's a fair question.
It is what it is. We're going to have to ride this wave till this thing is over with.
I got you, I'm not going to leave you hanging on that one, Chronicles. I got you.
I know that you didn't do it intentionally for this to be exposed like this or to be. I know you didn't, so you just stop apologizing. It is what it is. They're going to ride the wave. I'm just sitting here shaking my head. Yeah, Shay, on phone call from prison, say, yeah, she done found all the other calls with us, and it's going to be a Dre and Ernesto marathon. And you know all of them on ready, set, go. They ready. They got their phones and internet and everything keyed up. They ready.
What?
You know what I would like for you to do?
What is it?
And I know you can. And I know you can because I know when you put your mind to doing something, I know you will come through with it.
I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know that, sir. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Listen, man.
Stop. Listen. Stop apologizing. It is what it is. We're going to have to ride this wave till this thing is over with. I know that you didn't do it intentionally for this to be exposed like this or to be. I know you didn't, so you just stop apologizing. It is what it is. They're going to ride the wave. I'm just sitting here shaking my head. Yeah, Shay, on phone call from prison, say, yeah, she done found all the other calls with us, and it's going to be a Dre and Ernesto marathon. And you know all of them on ready, set, go. They ready. They got their phones and internet and everything keyed up. They ready.
What?
You know what I would like for you to do?
What is it?
And I know you can. And I know you can because I know when you put your mind to doing something, I know you will come through with it because you're an innovator like that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen you start from the bottom and go to the top. I would like for you, and you probably already done thought about this, I want you to figure out a way, if you haven't already, where you can turn this around. All this publicity where you could get paid off of all this stuff and put some money back in your pocket.
Okay.
Yes. That's what I would like for you to do. Every time your name been came up, every time your daughter name been came up, Dion's name been came up, your kid's name, the baby mama, so whatever file, Dre name, anything that's associated with you, good or bad, I want you to find out some kind of way, if you can, when you get to a good lawyer or whatever, is there anything that you can do? I know they're listening, where you can reap some of these, so you can reap some benefits from this and get paid. Because if you could, I'm just saying, if there's any kind of way where you can get paid off of all this or what's been going on, you're going to be straight.
I wonder how Dre pulled, and then I have a question pending that I'm going to get to. Brown Family Chronicles said Dre may not have known about Sonya before Nesto went to jail. I think I'm okay with that. But Dre knows Nesto's character. He's encouraging the con in this call. Succeeding 22 says Dre was a good friend. The Real Brown Family Chronicles asked me a question. Wait a minute. I have not been here that long either. Okay. Dre was a good friend to Nesto. I could hear it in the calls, especially the early one. Yeah. I think he felt a little bit of a type of way too. And I'm gonna explain that in 1 minute. Okay, here it is. So make sure I get Mo Girl right above you. Also, how long can you keep movies? You know what, Mo Girl? Mo Girl, because I'm very well up on my game with smoothies. Listen, I was wondering the same thing. I don't want to make this about me, but I was wondering the same thing. Also, how long can you keep smoothies fresh on the road? Nestor was definitely trying to shade, and Dre came back hard. No pun intended. The Real Browns Family Chronicle. What is it that you don't believe? Well, I wish you would have said, or what is it that I believe? That's fair. And in order for me to do that, let me be very clear. This is for now and moving into the future. When a person, and I don't care who they are or what they represent, how well they think they know the subject, none of that makes me know, never mind. When I use or encounter the word believe or belief means you don't know. Right out the gate, you don't know. But you will accept a body of literature, a body of folklore or mythology. In my opinion, believe and belief really technically are for kids. They believe in Santa, bunnies that lay eggs, tooth fairies. But as they come as an adult, we don't have time to believe. We don't believe our paycheck is all there. We actually go and take a look. Make sure all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed, all the addition is added up, and everything looking on the up and up. So, in this case, it's not so much what I don't believe. I'm using what these gentlemen have provided, not just for me. Shout out the phone calls from prison too, for even making it all possible. I'm questioning certain aspects of Dre's real, true friendship and affiliation to Nesto. In the final conclusion, I believe they are what they said they are. And remember, when I use believe, I don't know because I don't know them. But in their case, instead of using a body of literature, I'm using these phone calls. I see times where, in my opinion and from my vantage point, Dre got a little wishy-washy there. And I think it was okay with everybody. I think everybody kind of let it slid. Didn't push it no further because Dre made one smart move. The moment he knew those calls were out, people were listening to him, so they got back to people that he know personally, and now they were getting back with him based off of what they heard. I think he got a little wishy-washy. And maybe rightfully so. I don't challenge that part. If he should, if he shouldn't have. I'm just saying, when that limelight turned around and he was in the spotlight, probably for the first time ever in his natural born life, I think he got a little bit of a charge by taking his own shots at his partner. Now, I also believe, and this is the deep one right here, that Dre picked up on enough to publicly come out and let everybody know, no matter what, he was Team Shirley. I can understand that. I can feel that. I can respect that. Hell, that's what got me in on this. If this story would have been just about a guy named Ernest Nesto Williams, and that was it, he just would have been cataloged up there with the rest of the alleged scammers, frauders. And I repeat, I definitely have an issue for anybody who has a little bit of a step up to turn back around and squash their own people under their foot. I don't care if you're a politician. I don't care if your baby is a policeman. I don't give a darn if they my own flesh and blood. I don't like that. Dre, being Nesto's partner, one of y'all just wrote it in there. Y'all just wrote it. Has been Nesto's partner a long time. Dre got a little wishy-washy when he knew those calls were out. He immediately started trying to distance himself, not from Nesto, but the knowledge of knowing Sonya was in the picture. Now, someone, I think it was you, Brown's family. I agree with anybody that says, okay, scratch that. Let me word it this way. I don't believe, although I don't know, I don't believe Dre knew anything about Sonya per se. But I do know that he got on to Nesto for basically going to South Florida and not telling nobody. Now, I put 1 and 2 together and I can parse it. No, Dre didn't know Sonya probably by name, status, situation, none of that at that particular time before jail. Let me give it a little bit of a window before jail. But then again, Dre always know his homeboy Nesto in some woman's face. And he don't have to beg him. Isn't that the very thing that made y'all fall out with Dre for a minute? He said, my partner ain't never had no problem with getting no woman. Getting a woman, and I'm talking about a woman with some style, some cute, fine, successful women. He ain't had no, they come dime to a dozen to Nesto. I don't know. That might have made, that might have could have made Dre feel some type of way. I mean, listen, people can be friends, and yet you feel some type of way towards your partner. So be good, so be bad. But the fact that he was definitely trying to put some space and time in between his knowledge of Sonya once those calls came out. I mean, I guess, but all it did was make him have to tell one story to block up another story to the point to where not even he was calling to check up on Shirley. But whatever that's worth. Also, him knowing about Nesto's infidelities. Why would it take for this to get out here to us? And shout out the phone calls from prison via YouTube for us to charge him. No, to charge Nesto of being like that and Dre not know about it. I don't understand the science on that. In other words, either you team Shirley in everybody that's not or demonstrated that they're not, or you team Shirley and whatever's whatever and everything goes. Now, homeboy to homeboy code, I can see him not going, hey, yo, Shirley, your husband doing X, Y, and Z. I get that. I understand that. But don't come out in the limelight and now all of a sudden that the eyes are looking in. You team Shirley and you call yourself chastising a grown-ass man, your partner, Ernesto. And that questioning him about them kids and dogs, knowing that them calls were being recorded, I wouldn't even give a hoop if the calls weren't on YouTube. We talking convict to convict. You know if you in the doggone jail on the phone, it's being recorded. That was a no-no. And I rock with Sonya when she said, Nesto should have hung that phone up in his face. I stand on that. Let his ass pipe down. Let him cool off a little bit. Yo, bro, you up on here questioning me like that? Like you looking to get a reaction out of me. Knowing anything I say or do can be held against me in a court of law. I used to can afford an attorney. Now an attorney has to be provided to me. Huh? I'm just saying. That's my stance on Dre. I think he went with the wind. When the wind was blowing upstream, he jumped on. when it was blowing downstream, he jumped on. Now, in this last one, yeah, you know, I mean, let me let y'all look at the screen real quick. So that was March the 9th, 2024. Everything else we were playing was from 2023. So yeah, by this time, I guess he did have some time to reflect. Hey, sweet, what's up with you? I'm not being hard or soft on Dre. Sweet said, you're being too hard on Dre, Kaazon. And if I am, I'm not meaning to. But again, if he's operating under the Team Shirley banner, why now? Why now? And I think my answer to that is because of you guys. Because of y'all. You know, I mean, you are aware that y'all are the ones that made Dre, right? You do know that, right? He's yours. He's yours. You made him. I would like to see. I wish I had like a I wish they had did a video of something on when Dre told all the sisters that if Nesto saw y'all, y'all wouldn't be his type. He wouldn't even look your way. I wish I had a way to tell how many was Team Dre, and then when Dre, because there was a shift. There was definitely a shift. He said so to Nesto. So there was definitely a shift. I would like to know, I wish I can have the list of all people that's been following this in the chat, the bloggers, how many continue to still be Team Dre after he made the comment in the statement that he made about y'all. He wasn't talking about no man. He was talking about whoever, hey, whoever's in the chat that's been following, especially those of y'all that goes back to the day ones. I'm not a day one. I'm not a phone call from prison day one. I'm Johnny Came after a while. Not too late though. Not too late. How many of y'all actually continue to still be, and I see some of y'all in the chat now, no matter what, y'all still continue to be Team Dre, and then there are others that was like, oh, I'm out of here. But anyway, that's my fold on Dre. If I think of anything else, I'll share it. Other than that, I second that emotion. Let's see here. Let me go up a little bit further. Wow, man, y'all. Hey, that was when Sweet came in. I think I spoke. Hey, Sweet. Oh, you are talking about us. We analyze and triple analyze. Okay. So when you analyzed it, seceding, and Dre said, talking about his homeboy Nesto, if Nesto saw you seceding, and you wouldn't be his type, not that you would have a problem with that, did that make you feel some way towards Dre or not? You know Dre met someone in the chat. I figured he did. I didn't know that. Here's a good point to use believe. I believed he did, or a blogger, somebody that was covering this too. I motion for Dre to receive immunity. You may get that. I may not even look. I was listening to these calls. I heard some things that were interesting to me. I pushed a little further. I said I was going to bring it to court. So I did. And the justices, again, that have been following this via other channels that know this material, I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for that. This ain't nothing brand new. So you've had time to listen, analyze it yourself, ponder on it, conjecture on it, all of that. I just heard some things that stood out to me that didn't sound like something a partner, homeboy, friend shouldn't be saying to you outside of a friend holding another a homeboy holding another homeboy accountable. I think he did that, but then he did some other. Nesto, no. You can hear Nesto's tone. Nesto just know he can't do shit, though. And some of y'all already mentioned why. Proceeding. Is it that he got wishy-washy or that Dre was listening to the calls and saw Ernesto bullshit? I don't call that wishy-washy. He heard the other Ernest Nesto. Seceding, I can't rock with that. 35 years. 35 years. The Brown Family Chronicle said Dre got a lot of disappointment. Now that I can, especially when Nesto shared, and I am gonna ride with Dre. I'm dropping my charges on Dre on that one. And that's a shame too, because I spent a good portion of time on that last night. But I am dropping my charges on him for even after I got off last night. And I've heard that call, ain't no telling how many times. But after joining in with you guys last night, and as I was drifting off into the abyss of sleepness, it came across my heart to drop the charges on him because he was hurt. And Nesto was hurt too, even though he's the one that perpetrated the action by sharing with Sonia what his partner told him in private. I have nothing to defend on that. He did that. And even if you listen to the call, if you remember the call as they move on down a little later and Nesto's on the phone with Sonia, he refers back to that about how that bothered him. And he don't be wanting to hurt the people that he actually loved. Then he went down through the list, even though that nutcase started off with Sonia. You didn't ask for this. He put his wife second. Shirley didn't ask for this. My kids didn't ask for this. My friend, they ain't asked for this. I don't be wanting to, like, yeah. And that's why I always said, out of Nesto's camp, although I understand some of y'all will argue that they did. And even I will say, yeah, they did, but I'm sorry. They did not break this phone call business down in a way, knowing Nesto got a little slowness to him, y'all would have. If it was one of your friends you've been tight with for 35 plus years, and they were in a situation and the calls were out here, there probably wouldn't have been, it would have been the calls that would have been out. Let's just use this March 9th. Let's just say the call's been out since January. All of a sudden you get to March 9th, the public finds out, hey, there's phone calls in between. And then you get on the phone with your partner, your homegirl, your sister. I think one of y'all would have broke that. I think y'all would have broke it down a lot more clear than any of them were. They were mentioning it, but normally when they were mentioning it, they were mentioning it off of their own personal feelings and their emotion. And I'm sorry, in a situation like that, that's Nesto's in, there's no room for neither one. Or there's already enough for everybody to go around. Pick one. Choose one. Dre is going to have to stay charged, though. On the ride, we need to get in the Audi, go talk about these. Man, my partner, I'd have been selling out. First of all, my god doggone, and they still haven't really produced anything to my satisfaction of Nesto and a child and a dog. Ooh, I'm trying to figure out the right way to word this. In the same box together in what they're trying to say, because I do. The system is tricky. Shirley Strawberry does have a name. She is attached to somebody with a bigger name. That general area that they're in over in Georgia is thirsty. They're doing the most. I mean, for God's sake, they ran a RICO on the teachers. The hell? Shit. It's at the teachers, the prison. Under RICO. So if they're willing to go that far, and you're talking about some known names, I have to leave that on the table. Some of y'all have more insight on some of the witnesses than I do. That one girl I heard, had that would have been my daughter, I'd have pulled up on Nesto ass. I'd have had to pull up. Get back there and take your clothes off. Yeah, I got to put my pencil in you and let myself go inside of you. Yeah, because I have to do this because, of who my wife is. And I have to make sure that I can hear that. See, it be certain shit Nesto be saying, I'm never defending him. Not necessarily on those situations. Although he is alleged and he is innocent until proven guilty. I did key in on Sonya's investigation. Somebody said Sonya ain't ran no investigation. Somebody said that she did, but she was biased inside the investigation. So even us as the listeners and followers of this, even we all over the place. But we can learn from this, is the point. You can learn from it. I'm going to drop the fill-in charges on Drado, judges, for getting upset and feeling some type of way that Nesto told Sonya that he was down there in the woods looking like Swamp Thing. All right, I'm going to drop those charges because he was hurt. And that right by itself could have put him in a posture to want to act any old type of way. Therefore, What I have left on the table at the end, in the closing arguments, the team will let me know. Brown Family Chronicle said Dre and Lamont are not friends or friendly. And as long as Nesto knew Dre and Nesto called him his bestie, but he calls Lamont his brother, that says, what? See, no, hold on. No, seriously. The Real Brown Family Chronicles. Do you see why I don't have you down for a justice? One of the justices, I have you down for a master investigator. Your memory is out of this world. I've seen your work in other places. I'll say it again. I've seen your work. We have both pulled up in some of the same places, and you be on top of it. And yes, but then again, I could turn around and say Dre felt some type of way because he did. He was like, "What? You know, where Lamont now? Where your friends now? Where everybody? Where you?" Like, as if Nesto used to throw some parties but didn't invite Dre. And I know Dre shouldn't feel that way if he goody two shoes Dre. If he really is goody two shoes Dre. Other than knowing that his partner got some infidelity issues, he cool Dre, then he shouldn't have been feeling that way in the first place. He should have said, thank you. Bo Girl says, this was really interesting. Yeah. Let me start here at the bottom. Sonya had motive in this situation. She sure did. Yeah, of course. I didn't like the way, but see, that's gonna come up later. That's what I'm saying. We're not done with Dre. It was just Dre's last day on the stand. I wanted to run it down and maybe at least get it to a thumbtack in it. To hold that right there. I would sure have questions for my friend, family, or whomever I associate with if them type of charges was on the docket. Don't say that. I wouldn't say that, Mo. I don't know. I mean, if somebody tried you with that tomorrow, hey, you know that girl, Mo girl that be in your chat, you know what? She really is a fill in the blank. You know? Unless we're going to say it's never happened. Because I don't think we have a right to pick and choose who it happens to, if it happens. Then again, Nesto could be outright guilty for every last thing. Like I said, every time when I heard Sonya out of the blue one day, I was just listening to the call, and I heard Sonya say, go back there and take your clothes off. It stayed in my head. Then when I heard that other girl in that interview, back to back, asked to take her clothes off, trying to get one job, talking about put your phone in the freezer. Yo, get in the back and take your clothes off. Man. Zeta said he asked because Ernesto was always asking him for money. And he worked for his, hold on. Oh, I am at the bottom. Hold on, Cecita, what are we saying here? He asked, hold on. I'm gonna get you 1 second, Mo. He asked because Ernesto was always asking him for money. And he worked for his. I got you. I got it now. Nesto, you talking about when Nesto was on the streets? Or you talking about since Nesto been locked up? Mo girl say, Kaazon, all you would have to do is ask. Okay. Okay. I never heard Nesto be adamant about the CP. He tried to throw Shirley under the bus, which he did. I'm gonna get to that a little later on, saying she bought the pawn. I didn't even. I gave my right hand up, MZ. I didn't even read past throw when I saw you write throw Shirley. Before I saw anything else, I knew exactly what you was talking about. And I ain't, because you know how I am about Shirley. I had to just take a break. Let me go nip some of the edges around, and then we going to get back on that. Yeah, he tried to put, man. Anyway, yeah, MZ. Yeah, that's some, yeah, he did. Okay, that's on code. Well, girl there is a code that, wait a minute. Oh, there is a code that thinks no questions should be answered, but I would have questions based off those charges that he had coming out his ass. I may would. I'm not doing them over the phone. I'm not doing them over. I'm not. I'm telling you, y'all should have seen me for an April Fool's thing. My family know, and my wife did it the best both times. One time in COVID, she did it 7 years earlier, so that would have been around, no, actually a little longer than that. Maybe about 13 years. I know during COVID, I know around 2005 or 6, and then my daughters them come up with one. Dad, such and such, we done been arrested. We got into it. The first thing I told them, stop talking. Because my kids know. You find yourself in a tight. I just need to know where you at. That all. There'll be time for everything else. I do not need you on the phone trying to explain to dad what they said or them said or he said or he said, and you did none of that. You have a right to remain silent. Exercise it. I mean, shit, that's all you got left anyway is your rights. With anything you say or do can and will be held against you in a court of law. And they play, I mean, it's 2025. If everybody's so caught up into making money and doing their thing, I'm running the hubs, I'm out here, and don't know that they play phone calls up in court to sink ships. Shit, that's on them. The hell? Yep, Dre sure said that. Shirley ain't that type of woman. No, Nesto said that. He said it too. I mean, you got to understand, the jail that made the boy go in and out of a bunch of things. I'm scanning through. But his best bet would have had stayed on that woman's arm, checked himself, used that little time he was sitting in there while they were getting it together. But he didn't. He fell in love with Sonia. And I know we got to go back and finish that. But, I mean, he fell out of love with his wife and fell in love with Sonia. That's what happened. And it's fair to say that it does happen from time to time. Well, listen. That was my 2 hours and a little bit of change of Dre on the stand. It was the final day for Dre directly on the stand. I've heard what some of y'all had to say. Where I agreed, I agreed. Where I might have to do a little bit more work to convince, I may have to do that. And subsequently, where I disagree at, I disagree. I haven't gotten to be 53 for nothing. It has been a real nice, cool evening.
Beat money.
Again, sitting down here on the Gulf Coast, Pensacola, Florida, 74 degrees. Mostly clear outside now. When we first started off, it was mostly cloudy. Now it's mostly clear, sitting at 74 degrees. My name is Kaazon, and I'm in charge of the K Factor. And those of y'all, those are the people you see in the chat, 95% of them are the Supreme Justices.
Beat money.
And they make me work. They make me work for it now. They make me work. As usual, if you didn't hit the like button coming in, just tap it on your way out. Not going to hurt nothing. It don't bite. I'm not going to give Ernest Nesto's y'all's name, your chat names, or nothing. I'm going to let this chat stay up. Some pretty interesting things in there. I wish I could have kept the one from last night, but I made some notes. Nevertheless, it was a push. It was a long day today. But I made it. One more to go. And then it's day. I wonder if anybody having a scalping party this Thursday. I'm just asking.
Beat money.
Tomorrow night. Hold on one second. Let me go face screen. No, not that. This here. Here we go. Studio. Yeah. Tomorrow night may go a little different. It's a good possibility that I'm a rock and roll tomorrow night, except for one small minor detail. It might be a little bit later. So, hey, if you're up, getting that good old food ready, because you're going to participate, I am too. If you up, come check me out. And I want to say, hey, I'll let the chat, for those of y'all that come through tomorrow night, I'll let you set the table as far as the conversation. My major was history. My heart is genealogy. I have a love for jurisprudence. So we may just see where we go. But hey, I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh no, we're not talking about no Nesto. We're not talking about none of that. We just going to talk about Thanksgiving. Man, we ain't doing that shit. Hey, wherever we go, we just go. Just give us a little bit more time to, spend together. You know what I mean? Other than that, y'all be safe. Take care of each other. You see a friend acting like they're a little wishy-washy, check them.
Beat money.
Again, we're going to be back tomorrow night. It's just going to probably be a little bit later. Wouldn't shock me if I came up in here maybe about 9 or 10. I got to thank that turkey. The charcoal and the wood going to be on one side. The turkey himself is going to be on the other. With a little drip pan, a little apple cider, maybe a little beer or something in there. I don't drink beer myself, but hey. And we'll see where we go. If we go anywhere. For all I know, we might wind up dragging one of these jokers just because. It's going to be totally up to you. Again, my name is Kaazon. I'm in charge of the K Factor. Any questions or concerns, you can always reach me at Kaazon, Kaazon @gmail.com. $KAAZONSR. I want to thank that one person. Although they said they didn't want their name called out, I said no problem. That was my first one ever from this. And I'm thankful. Yes, I am. Oh yeah, we're going to thank that turkey. So yes, y'all, tomorrow night, man, if you can swing through, we'll see what's happening and whatnot. We'll go from there. The day before Thanksgiving, it normally be an all-nighter for me. Anyway, it's been like that for years. Years.
Beat money.
They know Dad don't play. All right, we're signing off right here, guys. Y'all have a good one. Again, hit the like button for me on your way out. And we'll catch you tomorrow night. Because I'm off for the next 4 days. Indeed. The final night with Dre on the stand. Hey, Dre. My chat got love for you, bruh. It feels good when you can stand on the opposing side, huh? Without getting cussed out, call out your name, all that. I can't stand when them bloggers used to. I be like, man, if these people ever give me a shot, I'll never do that. And we can still get heated. We can get heated. Don't have to hurt each other. Nestor is alleged to have been unhurt enough. Allegedly. Maybe. I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't know what they're talking about. Maybe I do. I don't know. Allegedly. All fun and jokes aside, man. Y'all have a good evening. I'm out of here for real. Peace.